In a quiet mountain village lived a young girl named Aylia. She was not known for strength, talent, or confidence. In fact, her biggest fear was trying anything new. She had failed once in school when she was very young, and since that day she believed that people like her did not deserve big dreams. She always thought that if she tried again, she would fail again. But even with all her fears, deep inside her heart, a tiny spark of hope still lived silently. One night, after a long day of feeling disappointed in herself, she climbed onto her rooftop and cried quietly. As her tears fell, something unbelievable happened. A star fell from the sky, but instead of crashing to the ground, it stopped right in front of her. Its glow was soft and warm, like a tiny sun floating in the night. The star spoke gently, calling her name. Aylia, you wished for courage. I have come to guide you. Shocked and trembling, Aylia asked, why me? I am not special, the star answered softly. Because even the tiniest spark can become a sun. The star showed her a glowing map with 3 whispering cliffs, crossed the river of doubts, and reached the peak of echoes. If she completed them, she would awaken her true potential. Aylia hesitated, afraid as always, but for the first time in her life, she whispered to herself, I will try. That small sentence became her very first victory. Her journey began at the Whispering Cliff. As she climbed, the cliff whispered every fear she had tried to hide all her life. You can't do it. You will fail again. Everyone will laugh at you. Her legs shook, her hands slipped, and fear wrapped around her like a storm. But Aylia kept climbing. When she finally reached the top, the wind gently whispered, courage is not the absence of fear. It is walking forward, even while afraid. Her star glowed brighter. Next came the river of doubts. The water reflected her darkest memories, every mistake, every rejection, every time she gave up. The water felt cold, sharp, almost painful. Halfway across, she almost turned back. The old Aylia would have given up. But she looked at the river and said softly, if I stop here, I'll be stuck here forever. And with trembling arms and a determined heart, she continued. When she finally reached the other side, the river became calm. She had defeated doubt itself. The final challenge was the Peak of Echoes. This climb was the hardest. Every step she took echoed her own negative thoughts loudly. You are weak. You don't matter. You are alone. Exhausted, she fell to her knees. Tears flowed down her face. The star beside her dimmed, almost fading. She believed she had failed. Everything inside her felt empty. But in that silence, another sound rose, her own voice, strong and clear, echoing from deep inside her heart. You are stronger than you think. With those words, she stood up. She wiped her tears, and she climbed not slowly, but with all her strength. The clouds parted, the ground glowed beneath her, and she reached the top of the peak. At that moment, the star burst into brilliant light, surrounding her with warmth and strength. The star transformed into a glowing pendant and floated into her hands. It spoke for the last time. Your true power was inside you from the beginning. I only helped you see it. Then the pendant gently settled into her heart, filling her with a new, unshakable confidence. Aylia glowed brighter than the night sky itself. When she returned to her village, she was no longer the girl who feared trying. She became the girl who encouraged others to believe in themselves. People from distant places began visiting her, seeking guidance. She welcomed each of them with a gentle smile, handed them a tiny lantern, and said, you don't need magic to begin. You only need to try. One small step can change your entire story.